Whoa, I actually uploaded a video? I know, right? That is a shock. Well, there is a good reason as to why I haven't uploaded anything on this channel. Oh my god. Yeah. So hopefully y'all understand. It is almost con season, so if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff. So anyways, the cost of living. Am I right, y'all? Because I'm going to the UK later this month, and because everything just is all of a sudden very expensive, money is a little tight. I was being an idiot on the internet and I saw the topic of today's video, Anifest 2022. This is a one-day anime convention that was held in the Civic Center in Torrance, California. I thought, hey, it's close to my birthday, so happy birthday me, let's go. I got my ticket for $10. I went in knowing that this was a small, somewhat independent convention with no big names attached to it or guests. So because of that, I'm not going to be doing like the rating as I typically do in these types of videos. We can't really go too hard on smaller conventions unless there's just some straight negligence on their part. But just not to spoil everything, this would have gotten a 2 out of 5, but because of the price and the surrounding area that it was in, it will get a 3 out of 5. But like I said, I won't be going into like super reviewer mode. So I got my ticket earlier in the week, specifically that Monday, and it was $10. Now, I did not get a confirmation email, a QR code, or anything like that. The actual QR code was on the confirmation screen where you purchase the ticket and nowhere else. And actually, when I was in line at the convention, I didn't have my QR code, so I had to dig through my web browser history to get it. Thankfully, I found it and it all worked out. Getting emailed the QR code just would have been nice and it wouldn't be that much of a hassle. But if anybody went and they were emailed the QR code, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm just dumb. We arrived at the community center at 9:50 and we did park out on the street because there was no parking directly in front of it, and we're just gonna cut it right here because I don't want to incriminate myself for jaywalking. It was a short walk to the community center and it was a very cloudy day. A short 2-minute walk and we've made it, and there is already a line forming. But one of the main reasons that I show up around the time they start letting people in is because they start letting people in. And as such, the line is moving fairly quickly. In total, I've waited about 30 minutes in line. The convention was in the city of Torrance, and it was right next to the Torrance Police Department. Is this a honey trap? Just let me know right now so I could leave. Walking along, and mystery shirt on the ground. Nice. And we made it to the front where, again, like I mentioned, did not have my QR code, so I had to get this footage and quickly look for it. At the very front, there are some food trucks, but more importantly, we made it to the front, and over here is where they check our bags and where we get our passes. And we are in. The convention was split up between a variety of different areas. Now, there wasn't a specific hub where the convention was centralized, but it was more of a collection of loose areas that combined together kind of made it look like the outline of Japan. That's super smart. I like that. Very in theme with the what? It's a coincidence. Oh, directly entering the center, you see the apparel room. You walk in and yep, it's a room with some vendors selling apparel. Not really much to see here or anything that really interests me. If you really like dog scarves, you're covered. Directly outside is Artist Alley, and what do you know? It is its own section, so that is definitely a plus. The booths were nicely spread out as well. There was enough outside the booth for foot traffic, and inside those booths, we had enough space for 2 lanes of movement. You'll love to see it. To the right of Artist Alley was the Japanese garden, which is a really nice and unique addition. There was a small garden with a waterfall, a koi pond. Whatever this little area is, kind of looks like a temple type section. And a lot of cosplayers getting their picture taken, which is totally understandable. If you had any type of feudal style cosplay, this is a phenomenal area for pictures, if it wasn't busy. And here we are at the vendor hall, and yes, there are these dolls. There's always the dolls. Here's a nice shot of the dolls, and there is a Kurumi right there, and to the right of it are the bathrooms. We always have to keep track of the bathrooms. And the vendor hall wasn't as big as other anime conventions, and of course we have the usual suspects, Animatopia, our favorite. Here's where the anime stores and some of the more recognizable vendors were at. Also, shout out to the guy selling hentai, bro. Like, honestly, you're a real one. It was all from his personal collection, and you know, he had some pretty damn good shit, man. Alright, moving on. Over at Kuzuguru, we are looking around, and we found the Edo Rose supply set, which is very, very expensive. I think it was like about 180. And of course, the Bang Dream seat that I'm surprised I haven't picked up yet. And they had a little sign that says that if you drop your Twitter for people to follow, you get a token for the claw game. Of fucking course, I never win these. And outside of the main hall, we have a little area with some food stuff and the main stage. And here is Pop Umai, who has cookies in the shape of different characters from various properties. There we have some taiko going on in the main stage. Walking along, I did find this sign of some Demon Slayer cookies from Nova Vita, and I thought, hey, you know what? Limited to 100, let's go find some. We arrived at Nova Vita, and we jumped in line. And we got the cookies. And jump cut. We're in my car, way past the convention. We're gonna try out the cookies super quick. So we get 5 cookies, each with their own special design from a character in Demon Slayer or Kimetsu no Yaiba. I really like that. That's really cute. And what's also really cute is that the ingredients are also listed. And of course, my favorite, food colors on it. Nice. So again, these are $7. There's a lot of effort put into these, and there was only 100 of them made. So let's try one out. Yep. It's a shortbread cookie. Arcane Maid Cafe actually had a booth where you could order food by not attending the maid cafe. In total, I spent about 2 hours or so at the convention, just walking around, talking to people, getting footage, looking at stuff that I want but ultimately did not buy. And then I also ended up buying a lot of stuff. So overall, I had a pretty damn good time. We exited through the trucks. I was really hungry, but I decided ultimately not to eat at the convention because of what I'm gonna bring up later. So what did I get? I got these very nice socks from Bandage Brigade. This is what they look like on my feet. And also this very, very nice Poon Poon pin. I got these very nice keychains from Sugar Star Cafe and some porn. Not gonna show you that. Alright, like I mentioned, I'm not gonna go like full YouTuber reviewer mode on this because of course it's a smaller convention. I think giving this a rating would be a little unfair to it, but I would have given it a 3 out of 5, like I mentioned, because of the pricing. This, as a beginner convention, like if you've never been to a convention before, this is phenomenal. The organization was great, the price was pretty damn good, and the parking, plentiful. There was a nice variety in the vendors and Artist Alley having its own section. Always a plus. You'll love to see it. And the Japanese garden, which is, it's already included in the area, but it is a really, really nice touch. So all of that for 10 bucks? Hell yeah, that's pretty solid. And another reason was the location, because yes, there wasn't really anything immediately surrounding the area except the police station, but a 10-minute drive and you arrive to the giant anchor from the RMS Queen Elizabeth. A 10-minute drive and you arrive to Mitsuwa, an H-Mart, another Mitsuwa, and a Daiso. All of these external shops where you're able to get food and maybe do some extra shopping. I personally went to Mitsuwa and I could not have gotten a worse shot of the sign. So I didn't go in with my GoPro, so excuse the shakiness. Inside is a Kinokuniya, and as well, it's a Mitsuwa, but it's a very fancy Mitsuwa. There's a bunch of restaurants and there is a bakery as well. I went to these cats and I got a chicken and green onion rice ball because it was $2. I got that and a Calpico in a can. Hey man, money is really tight, alright? So adding those areas and the location is definitely a plus. And the giant anchor. Okay, enough with the anchor. The experience of a convention isn't solely in the convention itself. It is the before, the after, and as well as the surrounding areas. Either way, I had a great time. If you went, let me know if you had a good time as well. Shout out to all the people that complimented my Sugar Star Cafe Pokemon shirt. Y'all raised my dopamine levels. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more anime convention reviews and content. The next convention that I'm going to is Anifest, and that will be a full review with the numbers and everything. So keep an eye out for that. If you enjoyed this, leave a comment to help me out in the algorithm. See y'all in the next one.